Barbaro, Tran, Suarez.
Hi, I'm Gina Sowa-Pratt.
My name is Derrick Williams.
Hi, my name is Miranda Cole.
Justin Blake Weber. I play Tony the Red Paladin Ranger on Power Rangers Gem Paladins.
I play Julius, the Yellow Gem Paladin Ranger.
I'm playing Jade, the Pink Ranger.
I play Cyrus, the Blue Paladin Ranger.
Crystal, the Silver Ranger in Power Rangers Gem Paladins.
Tony?
I seem to have lost my watch. Y'all know what time it is?
1, 2. It's okay, it's okay. Let's do it again. Now we're adding the run. So we're good, we're good.
Y'all know what time it is?
1, 2.
It's morphin' time!
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Gem shot first!
I screwed up.
Green. And the reason behind that is because green is my favorite color. But it can't just be any old Green Ranger. It has to be the Tommy Dragonzord Green Ranger.
I've always really wanted to be the Black Ranger because I think black is just such a cool color. As much as I do love red, black is just it's such an earthy, such a powerful color.
Am I allowed to say purple?
Yes.
Purple.
As cliche as it is, the color, if I had to pick, would probably be the Green Ranger color. It's reflected with me for like all my life, and it's my favorite color among all things, and I just feel like it'll probably suit me more so better in my opinion.
Do I have to choose one? Because the holographic, the shiny stuff, right? Is that what holographic? Rainbow. Well, yeah, but that's different because holographic shines, like that 90s, like, I don't know. It's good. I don't know, but they'd see me coming because I would be glowing everywhere.
And action. Got one seat, take one.
Let us know when it's bearable, Sam. Action! Action!
Crystal, to me, is an individual who is very misunderstood, very much just wanting to fit in, very much just wanting to have something to be a part of that is good for them. And I really also want that for them. So I think trying to find the best for yourself is something that I really am wanting to relate to and convey throughout Crystal. Oh wow. Well, after getting to know her after a while, I realized that she has a lot of concern for everyone. I mean, she notices their strengths and their weaknesses. She will gently approach someone if they're not doing well. She's very motherly and caring. So that was a fun way to play it. Honestly, pretty easy just because I loved everyone so much. So it was easy to be concerned.
Cyrus is this guy who's striving to go to Hollywood and become an actor and learn the culture of martial arts and study that kind of things and do hops and stuff like that.
5, 6, 7, 8.
He's a really relaxed guy, chill, very confident in some ways, and also very structured, he's one of those kind of people. Can't really put into words how much of it. He's just a very very relatable character, if I might say myself.
Just going around a big circle really quick. These are the faces, these are the faces, these are the faces. That's an Evan.
As soon as that, start running when he goes out, okay? Yeah, so start running when he gets that slice and rolls, okay? And action. Cyrus. Good job. That was good timing. Good job, good job.
Julius, to me, is the person I probably could have been if I wasn't humbled in my life. Like, if I let confidence become cockiness.
Tony's like this kind of Midwestern boy who just kind of fell into all this. Like he's not one much for violence and, you know, heroism, but he was just like, hey, I heard that there was a job to do. Let's go do it. This was never really his big dream. His big dream was, I want to go be an artist. I want to go be the starving artist. Tony's kind of spacey. He's very doesn't like to think ahead too much, but when when push comes to shove, he will put up and he will do what he needs to as a leader.
Hey, my shoe's fucked.
Damn.
Why do you think I've been So when we've been training, did you not think it was weird that I've been going shoeless the entire time?
Is that why?
That is why.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Yeah, your shoes are a little Oh my goodness.
Hopefully no one's really gonna look that.
I like that he's funny. He's also serious, but like he has a funny seriousness to him.
How she'll stop the moment to check even if someone is okay.
I tripped on the leg.
Tripped on the leg. Try again. All right. You're doing really good.
I tried to spin, I caught my foot, so
Yeah.
sorry.
No, you're fine. I didn't feel a thing.
You know, just to be like, hey, you know, be on the same level and then help them get out of it, and so that everyone's ready to fight. And I think in a weird way, it's kind of like a cheerleader for everyone, because, you know, people need that. I like that about her.
I think with Tony, I just like how compassionate he is. Like his whole thing is just, he wants to be everybody's friend. He wants to do the big kumbaya thing, and he will not stop at anything until that happens.
Their tenacity. Crystal is someone who keeps going, even though what they've been through is unimaginable. When people are in trouble, they still come to the scene to help.
Oh!
And that's really admirable, and it takes someone really strong to be able to help others when they've been betrayed themselves.
What I like about Julius is that, like, again, something about him, he's like the exaggerated version of who I could have been. So it's fun to play someone that I'm not. So that's why I think I like Julius. It's like there's a certain cockiness to him that's him. Me, I play around and act like I'm cocky, but I'm not. But Jules, that dude's cocky.
Scene 6, Echo, take 2.
Action. Power Rangers. I was wondering when you would show back up, and you even brought me the one I was looking for. How considerate.
Weren't you the one who ran away first?
Camera rolling.
Scene green fight, green fight 2, 1A reverse.
And then I don't want you to follow her running. Just let her run.
Okay, so I need to get over a little bit so I can see the kick.
Yeah, when she jumps over them and runs away, don't follow her. What, did you say something, Jane? No. Okay, cool. You ready?
Wait, so repeat. What am I following her into the kick or?
You're following her, and then you're just hanging out here for the scene to
Okay.
play out. Thank you, sorry. Alrighty. And action. Oh wait, they should already be hit. Oh, nice, good point. Good point. Good point. A little bit closer, my guy. And look ready. Beautiful. Look ready. Ready to get kicked. And action. Wait, stop. That kick did not connect. It's okay. And that kick was amazing. That kick to Ann looked amazing. On a roll. And always ready to get kicked. You're right.
Oh my gosh, probably playing music. Because I saw her as someone who danced and was into like keyboard and singing, entertaining.
I see Tony being an art teacher. Like his big thing is art. Like, and I feel like he's not good enough to go be like a famous artist or anything. So I feel like inspiring the next generation would be his next big thing.
5 years from now, I really hope good things are happening for Crystal. They've been through enough in their life. I hope that they are just somewhere where they've really been accepted for who they are and who really appreciate their company for more than just their powers or their attributes. Like, they really enjoy Crystal.
It might be hard for him, but I feel like someone like him, he's someone that likes to scrap, and that's why I believe he likes to fight, you know, and it's something about it. So I feel like he might open a martial arts school or something. To be honest, with the way things are today, more modern, he probably open a mixed martial arts school. That's what I can see Jules doing.
He is a barista at a famous coffee shop known as. Yeah. Take that.
6-8, take one. Action!
Don't stop until you have every last one of them. You all are now property of Master Ophelius, the Skybreaker. Enjoy your new lives as slaves.
Closest?
So that's kind of a double-edged sword. I was pretty close with Derrick and Gina before going on set, but in terms of people that I grew closer with, I'd probably say either Barbaro or Autumn. I'd probably lean on Barbaro because him and I, you know, we're really big martial artists. Him and I like talk all the time about this stuff. We're both big Power Rangers fans, but at the same time, Autumn kind of matches more of my own personal spastic energy. It's really hard. It'd probably be one of those two.
Guys, we're on the set of Gem Paladins fucking rating!
Oh, that would be Autumn, the Green Ranger, because we had we did little things between that you can see once you watch the film, you see little things we do between each other, like fist bumping, something like that. So you can tell those two Rangers are like, if the team were to split up, like not split up, but like if they were to go on their own, like Scooby Doo, it'd be the character Amber and Jules that go team up like in their smaller teams.
For Walrus, take 2, Mark.
Quiet all around, everybody. Please quiet all around. And action. So, you're the Power Rangers, huh? Honestly, I expected better color.
Hey, my girlfriend made these for us. I'm gonna
chill.
Whoops.
Why'd you go that way?
Too fast, too furious. All right,
Go on this side. Stay on this side.
Too fast, too furious.
Can she be over there then?
I'm still rolling.
It's not a tough one, but it's more so one that speaks to me a lot. I feel like me and Gina, we kind of connected a lot more while we were on set, and kind of a little bit more so offset as well too. Like, you know, we message each other all the time. We, you know, not hang out. We talk and get to know each other, and on set we will always interact with each other, and it's always a good time. So I feel like me and them were like really. We're a solid team on the set, pink and blue. This is my homegirl Scythia, you know. She just kicked her gnome's ass.
Hey, no one kicks
Everybody
my
make
ass.
your way over to the
I feel like I was close with everyone, but I do feel, no, this is so hard. I feel like I got along literally with just everyone. I feel like I vibed really well, like at different times, like whenever, you know, Jean or Barbaro weren't being used, like I was chatting up with them, or, you know, Derrick and Autumn and Justin. Like I've been literally all of you. Like I vibe with everyone.
I feel like I made so many weird little like mini bonds with everyone, but I'd have to say the Blue Ranger Derrick, because, well, naturally in the line we were standing by each other, so just like in between takes we'd start like just playing off each other or joking around, and that guy's so freaking funny. So, and I'm also very goofy, so I feel like we just kind of clicked and became like this little duo, and it wasn't even really planned, but it kind of just happened. And yeah.
I thought about that a couple of times, what Jules was doing before he was chosen to be the Yellow Ranger. Figured his backstory was he was a Marine too, just like I am in real life. For him, like getting out the Marine Corps, I figure he kind of lost a purpose. Not like he was depressed, but going from something where he was doing something so important, now it's like he was looking for a purpose, trying to find things that he felt like he fit in. And I feel like now the moment he became a Ranger, I think he found his purpose again. He's just like, for I don't know however long it was before he got out the Marines and became a Yellow Ranger. Figure he was just wandering around till he found a real purpose.
She was a nurse. Was a very good nurse, actually. A little too good because, again, as I've said, like, she cared for people so much and would work so many hours that she would just dwindle herself down to nothing to make sure that she was there for people. Helping the people, just as she is now.
He was Banksy wannabe. He was trying so hard to, you know, put his artwork out there, and he refused to get a job. So that's all he would ever do is just draw it and be like, I'm gonna make it big someday. He was a real pretentious artist. Like, not the kind that would like shove it in your face, but once he started talking about it, you're like, you're one of those, ain't you?
He was underemployed. He was with a job, but like if that job didn't work out, he'd find another job. So I was in between like several jobs. I'm still in between the job. I need help. If you can help me, please find another job.
You filming me? Are you filming this? What are you doing? How do I look?
Like, what do you... That's, like, such a traumatic question for Crystal specifically. It's like, everyone else is like, I used to play games. Like, I used to do this, and I was like, I was used against my will.
Coming in. Yeah. Cool. So for a little bit of flair, what I'm gonna have you do is the side, pop your whole hand, and like this. So like a snack.
Okay.
It's like a snack. Boom. So now hold on a second.
We can hold hands.
Boom. Draw it back. Boom. Use the other side of your hand for that. So right about there.
Keep it. Okay.
So kind of like this. So
Got it. Okay.
So it comes in. Boom. Draw it back. Boom. Being a superhero, and I think the biggest thing was getting to inspire people and getting to be to somebody else what somebody was for me back in the day is so freaking incredible.
I like the fact that I get to work with a team and we all help each other, and the fact that we can all fight crime and protect the world. It's just somewhat of a rewarding feeling to me that makes me feel good inside.
Power Rangers are a symbol for a lot. They are a brave face in the sight of danger, and they are someone people can look up to, and that is someone who I would admire to be. And being a Power Ranger is like really fulfilling that, in feeling that I get to be someone that someone can look up to.
Oh, I get a morpher. Like, that's the thing, having a morpher. Like, doing something that I used to pretend to do as a kid. Morphing, pretending to be a ranger. Now I don't get to pretend. I am one.
Probably the feeling of carrying on the flame, because like Power Rangers has been around for so long, and even if you haven't like seen a full season, you know what it is. And just growing up watching it, I wanted to do that so bad and be that for someone else, to be like, wow, I want to do that. So I'd have to say just carrying on the flame.
How you feeling after your first training session?
Freaking amazing.
Do you feel Ranger ready?
I do.
Excellent.
I do.
So what is your name and what color are you?
I'm Jade, and I'm pink.
Shh, don't tell anybody.
It has to be season 1, just because nostalgia. That's where I started off on.
Ooh, that's a tough one. But you know what? I'm gonna go to my go-to. And as funny as it is, it's not MMPR. It is actually Power Rangers Lost Galaxy.
It's a tie. It's a tie between Time Force and RPM. Time Force because it's this big grandiose story about destiny and what it means to take control of your own life. And I absolutely, Wes and Jen and Eric, these are some of my favorite characters.
The Magna Defender. The Magna Defender was like one of my all-time favorites. He's actually in my top 5 of Power Rangers that I really, really like. It was because of him and how the story kind of progressed along with the Magna Defender story. And it sunk me in. It captured me and it got me.
And then with RPM, they got Flynn, the Scottish Ranger.
Gatorade. Fruit Punch. That was my jam. Still is my jam.
I drank a lot of I'm not sponsored, Ghost Energy Swedish Fish. Those are the good ones. They're the best ones.
There's always water. Just water, that's it.
Okay, this is a little embarrassing because this is my first film where people would get me a drink if I requested one. And someone thought of Starbucks one morning, and the next thing I knew, I had to have one every morning because it was a good way to start the day.
Despite all the long hours, I just love being on there, being around people, like seeing people it's the martial arts part, because a lot of the cast aren't actually martial artists, and to see what they're able to do is amazing. Like, it impresses me as a martial artist. Like, I'm a martial artist, and I see people who don't know any of it actually performing pretty well. So all the days we did the fight scenes, anything that involved the fighting was like the best moments for me.
Oh, this is a good one. I even have a picture of this. I forget which scene it was. While they were filming something on the side, I was laying in a hammock, and I'll never forget this. And I laid in it wrong. I flipped over. And I stayed in that pose for a good few minutes until somebody noticed, and I asked them to take a picture because I needed that to be shot right then and there, because it's so great. It was funny, and I'll never forget that, and I still got the picture to this day.
I mean, I wouldn't say a moment, but I was aware of watching us grow closer, and I guess that whole thing as a moment to me was my favorite, because even when we first met, we hadn't yet felt our character and experienced it yet, and we hadn't fought together and did things together yet. So watching that slowly grow and us start joking around or making inside jokes was probably my favorite part, because looking back, like, all that laughing together was just great. I loved it.
Every single time. I'm used to it, though. Sounds like you need a stick pulled from your ass. See? She gets it.
Crystal, we know about your past. We know why you went into exile. But could you please just tell us what happened?
Alright, let's do that line again. Look here, okay? I'm gonna give it to you. So they're gonna have their quibble every single time. I'm used to it, though. Sounds like you need a stick you need pulled from your ass. See? She gets it.
Crystal, we know your past. We know why you went into exile. But could you please just tell us?
This is gonna sound like lame, I feel like, but probably one of my favorite memories on set was just getting here the day that everyone was together for the first time, like the whole team, all 6 of us, because it was, I believe, the first time I had met Jean, and I just have been a team with these 6 people now since, and just I always look back to meeting everyone for the first time at once, as a team, and now looking at us now, it's really crazy to look back on.
It wasn't actually being on set, but my favorite memory was this was a few months back, and I was contacted by this woman named Taylor. And Taylor says, hey, I have a son named Carter. Carter's very little. He's got a lot of health problems. This little boy is like, he's going into brain surgery. He's missing an arm. And I'm just like, oh my God, this poor boy. And, you know, I was asked, hey, would you mind, like, you know, doing a little, like, photo or anything for him? Like, you know, I don't know, captions, be like, get well, Carter. I was like, no, I'm going to do you one better. I called up the entire cast and we recorded individual get well videos for him. We sent it to him, and then I sent it over, and then Taylor, his mom, called me like the next day because he was going into surgery like the next day after I sent it. I think I sent it like Sunday, and the surgery was happening that Monday. She calls me up, she's just bawling, and she's like, oh my God, this is so nice. So like, he loved it, all this and that, and that changed my whole perspective on like why I do this. I don't just do it to fulfill my own fantasies. I'm doing this for the kids. I'm doing this for the people who need a hero, and getting to be that hero is otherworldly.
Action!
That felt fucking awful.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I'm great, but my head hurts like a train wreck.
Oh no! Did you just hit your head? Oh yeah. All right, quiet all around. We're going for a take.
Green shot, fight 1D, take 1.
I'll be
So
shuffling
Armand,
relatively
you'll have to go around
fast.
Sam too, okay?
So maybe be a little more ready to go.
Okay. Let me know when you're good. Sean, you're good?
Yep, I'm set.
All right, and action.
I don't know if I could whip that. It happened.
Why did you do
Damn it! No, that all was great!
No.
Scene, blue fight, 1. Beta, take 1.
So you're doing it all from the tap and getting lifted.
Okay.
Remember to look straight ahead at him and then look up. Yep. All right, ready? And action.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Cut. How'd that look, Sean?
I like to think that I'm like Tony in the respect that I can step up and be what people need when they need it most.
I definitely say the concern for people because, you know, I've been scared of a lot of things. Even doing this was kind of scary. So, I mean, I think keeping in mind how others are doing is important, and I value that. So I'd say that is also something I can relate with her.
I have trust issues. Crystal has a very hard time being open with people, understandably so. They've been screwed over literally their whole life, had everything they ever really cared about just tossed. Not that my life is so traumatic, but I relate to having a hard time opening up to people, but I also relate to having found a group of people in my life that really do accept me for who I am, and in that I find a lot of comfort in that Crystal was able to also find a group of people similar to the ones who accept me for who I am.
We're both relaxed people. Enough said.
Alright, can I get everyone's ears? All ears, all ears, all ears. So, first off, thank every single last one of you for coming. This has been the wildest fucking year of our lives. Yeah. We were superheroes. We were the fucking Power Rangers. And I could not be blessed to have it. I could not genuinely not be more blessed to have every single one of you here.
And gnomes.
And gnomes.
And gnomes. And gnomes.
My rangers, my gnomes, my cast, my crew, my director.
Thank you.
And to every single one of you.
That's a wrap on Power Rangers!